Good morning. It's Wednesday the 8th of October 2025 and today's walk in the New Forest starts here at Hawkhill. So here we are on another lovely walk in the New Forest. The New Forest, fantastic. This is a nice short walk today as well, so that'll be good. It's a bit of a figure of 8 this route today, so it's sort of in two halves. The first half is very much another woodland walk, so I should be walking around here in Hawkhill Inclosure. Okay, so I've arrived at a junction of various tracks. Okay, so my way is down there, so I head more or less in a westerly direction for a short while. As I enjoyed a stroll through cleared and regenerating woodland, the stony track began to sweep to the right. Another beautiful walk in the beautiful New Forest. Wonderful. So although this first part of today's walk is, as I say, very much a woodland walk, there's still quite a lot of open country as well. I just love all this openness. Fantastic. Yeah. So I think, although a short one, be a bit of variety on this walk. So this body of water here is called Wart's Gutter. And I'm just going to follow the track now that runs alongside it. I kept ahead along the stony drive through wonderful mixed woodland of Scots pine, stands of oak and scattered birch, with trackside drainage ditches, trickling streams and boggy pools where dragonflies can be seen patrolling their territory. So here's another cycle waymarker post, and yes, it's number 338, so this is where I turn right. So I'm sort of heading back towards the car park now, but that won't be the end of the walk just yet. Here we are, I'm crossing over Wart's Gutter again. So I've spent 4 nights in my B&B in Lyndhurst, Avalon house. So I've got one more night, and then hopefully I'll do, when I check out tomorrow, I'll do one more walk in the New Forest, and then I'll make my way back to Mum's in North Somerset. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my stay in Avalon house. It's run by Nick and Judith. I've not seen Judith, I've only ever seen Nick, because when I arrived, it was him that showed me my room, and he's always the one I see in the mornings preparing the breakfast. But no, he's a really nice chap, and he was telling me a lot about himself. And They've only been running the guest house, I think, for the last 9 years. They're not originally from Lyndhurst. Previously, he was saying that him and his wife lived in Winchester, and they were there for 30 odd years, I believe. But they were doing very sort of fast-paced jobs, and they decided that they wanted to do something a lot less stressful, basically, which I can understand. So Avalon House became available 9 years ago, so they took it on. So yeah, they've been running it since then. And yeah, Nick's a nice host. He says that despite the sort of different pace of working style from his previous work, they're always fully booked at Avalon House, so it's a very popular B&B. I'm going to say it's handy, it's a nice place, it's a couple of minute walk into the centre of Lyndhurst. And every morning he always asks me what my plans are for the day. So like this morning I said, well, I'm going to a place called Hawkhill Inclosure to do a walk, I said. And he also asked me how my evening meals were the night before. So, because I had told him that last night I was going to the New Forest Inn for my meal, the New Forest Inn at Emery Down, which is very nice. So yeah, he takes an interest in his guests, and he also gives some helpful advice. Because I was telling him also that I wanted to take some gifts back home with me. And I sort of was telling him the kind of gifts I was looking for. And he just sort of said, well, why don't you try such and such a shop in Lyndhurst? And yeah, so he was very helpful in that respect. So yeah, nice chap. And to say, I don't know if and when I'll come to the New Forest again. I mean, I hope I do one day, but if I'm honest with you, it probably won't be anytime soon. But if I do, I would certainly stay at Avalon House again. But say, I'm sure by that time, Nick and Judith will have moved on by then, but who knows? But whatever, they still run a very nice B&B, and I would certainly go there again if they were still running it. Oops. All gate that one. Okay, so I've exited Hawkhill Enclosure now. And this, I've actually completed the first loop of this figure of 8 walk. So if I was to walk along that way, and I will be later, that will take me back to the car park at Hawkhill. But now I'm going to be walking across much more open country. I'm going across Beaulieu Heath. And we cross over the road. So the main loop will be on this side of the road. Quick swig of water before I move on. It's been quite dull this morning so far, but still a nice day. It's dry and it's quite mild, so the sun still may come out, we'll see. Okay, let's get on. Okay, so I just turn left along here, walk down here for a short way before turning left again. And this is where I turn left again. This will be a nice easy route to follow. So Beaulieu Heath is the site of a former aerodrome, and apparently model aircraft can often be seen taking to the skies here. So this old road along which I'm walking now is the old aerodrome taxiway. You know what? I was only thinking a few minutes ago that I've not seen any New Forest ponies today. Ah, there you go. The first of today's walk. I'll probably see lots more now as I go on. So this part of Beaulieu Heath is called Hatchet Moor, and it's beautiful. Like all of the New Forest I've seen so far, it is beautiful. Now, one thing I've noticed about the New Forest in general, certainly where I've been so far, that it is quite flat. Probably the hilliest section that I've seen is the walk I did with Dave the other day at Fritham. But I mean, they're not what you call severe hills. They're not like the hills I get back home in Derbyshire. But the New Forest has a totally different kind of beauty. I just love all this vast heathland and sort of all these different types of woodland. It's just fantastic. So even though I am a fan of hills, the New Forest certainly has a different kind of beauty all of its own, and I love it. So I'm so glad I came here this week. Coming out onto a car park now, and just over there, can't really see it clearly from here, but someone has got some model aircraft, so they're obviously going to be having a bit of a fly over this old aerodrome. Fantastic. So I've just checked my OS maps as well as the route in the guidebook, and from the car park it says to take a clear pony track on the left, so that must be it here then. So on the skyline there at the distance, don't know if you can see from there, but I can see a cluster of chimneys. That's Fawley Power Station. And that's Hatchet Pond there. Okay, my way is this way. I'm starting to loop back round and I'm heading back towards Hawkhill Inclosure now. So just a bit of boggy ground here. It's not too bad actually. Right. This is the feeder stream to Hatchet Pond. Okay, yeah, a bit boggy, but nothing too bad. He says as he stumbles in and sinks up to his neck. No, it's all right. It's okay. I think that's the worst of it. Okay. this is an ancient earthwork bank to my right, and the path runs parallel to it. It's guiding me straight back to the B3055, which was the road I crossed over earlier. Crossing the road again, I bore left along an improving path, heading back towards Hawkhill Inclosure. So that's Hawkhill Inclosure just ahead of me, so I'm almost back at the start of the walk. So that's where I came out of Hawkhill Inclosure earlier, through that gate, and I went to the right and across Beaulieu Heath. So this is the last bit of the figure of 8 walk now then, as I walk back to the car park at Hawkhill. Well, that's me back at Hawkhill car park. My car's parked just over there, so I'll head back there now and just have a leisurely drive around, I think, before I head back to Lyndhurst. So as I said earlier, it's my final night in Lyndhurst tonight. I'm going to be dining in a pub called The Oak, which is in a place called Bank, just outside of Lyndhurst. And then tomorrow, before I leave the New Forest completely, hopefully I'll do one more walk, and then I'll make my way back to Mum's from there. Okay, well, I'll head back to the car then. Unfortunately, I ended up having to make my way straight home the following day, so I didn't get to do another walk. However, my time here in the New Forest over this past week has been wonderful, so one day I certainly hope to return to explore more of this beautiful area.